Hi, I am Lijael Raju. Today we are dealing with the type study of class Mammalia. As you all know, a type is an organism that serves to centralize the defining features of a taxon. Here we have rabbit as our type organism, and this is the systematic position of rabbit. It belongs to the order Lagomorpha, family Lepidopterae, and the scientific name of our common rabbit is Oryctolagus cuniculus. Since we are all familiar with rabbits from our childhood, there is no need for a detailed description about its habits and external characters. But we have to remember some scientific terms like cosmopolitan distribution, which means they are universally present in widely separated places. And the next point is fossorial life. The Latin word fossor means digger. Rabbit create burrows using their forelimb, and these burrows are called warrens. Here we can see the picture of a warren. Next important feature is crepuscular habit. They are active primarily during twilight conditions. And rabbits resort to reflection or coprophagy by eating their soft night droppings without any mastication. It has the advantage that food will pass twice through the alimentary canal so that the vitamins and cellulose of the plant tissues are fully digested and assimilated to provide maximum nourishment. Rabbits are polygamous in nature, which means one male lives in the company of several females. Next, coming to the morphology. As of a typical mammal, it has head, neck, trunk and tail. In the head region, it possesses a mouth which is surrounded by lips, and the upper lip is divided in the middle into right and left halves due to a vertical cleft extending up to the nostril. Such a divided lip is called hair lip, and due to which the upper front incisors are exposed. Next feature is external nerves. They are present just above the mouth and they appear as two oblique slit-like openings. The nostrils are surrounded by a bare moist skin which is called rhinaria, and the nostrils leads into the nasal or olfactory chambers. Next structure is vimbriciae or whiskers. They are seen on either side of the mouth region, and the hairs are stiff, long and sensory in function due to the presence of nerve endings at the base region. A pair of eyes are situated at the sides of the head, each having a movable upper and lower eyelid. A small white colored third eyelid, that is the nictitating membrane, is also present in the inner anterior corner of the eye. This nictitating membrane is also movable and stretched across the cornea and used for cleaning cornea. A pair of large movable trumpet-shaped external ears or pinna is found situated at the posterior lateral side of the head. The long pinna are movable in nature and which receive sounds from all directions. Each pinna has an external auditory meatus at its base, which is closed below by the tympanic membrane. Both the pinna remain upright when the rabbit is on the alert and laid back on frightened and running. The neck is an extension of the body which connects the head and the trunk at a slight angle, and it enables the animal to move in all directions. The neck of the rabbit is short and flexible, and it has the advantage in burrowing and fast running habits. Coming to the trunk region, body is divided into anterior thorax and posterior broad belly shaped, a soft bellied abdomen. The abdomen is without ribs and sternum. Cavity of thorax is very tender, and here heart, lungs and other vital organs are present. Limbs or appendages, they are pentadactyl in nature. They have forelimbs are used for digging the burrows. Hind limbs are main locomotory organs, and in the hind limb, first toe, that is hallux, is absent. A short bushy tail is found at the hind end of the trunk, and it serves as a balancing organ. Coming to the anatomy, the first part is the integumentary system, and it consists of two main layers, epidermis and dermis. The epidermis is a complex region primarily made of two zones, deeper Malpighian layer and the superficial conified layer. The Malpighian layer or stratum malpighi rests upon the dermis, and it is made up of living cells which is further divided into stratum lucidum, stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum and stratum germinative. The epidermis is followed by the dermis, which is a thick, tough, flexible and elastic structure. The dermis is formed of dense connective tissue fibers, unstriped muscles, blood capillaries, lymph vessels, nerves, pigment cells and fat cells. The nerve endings, receptors and blood capillaries are distributed throughout this dermis. Fat is found stored in the lobules of the fat cells, in the deeper part of the dermis and in the subcutaneous tissue. This fatty layer acts as a reserve food supply and as a heat insulator. The functions of the dermis are to provide firmness and flexibility to the skin, protecting and supporting the body and carrying blood to the general body surface. There are different skin derivatives present in mammals, especially in rabbit. First one is a hair. Hairs are epidermal in origin and found in the mammals only. A hair develops as a thickening of the stratum germinativum, and the principal function of hair is the part it plays in temperature regulation, but it can also act in tactile, protective and it also possesses some sexual functions as well. Next is the sebaceous gland, and it secretes an oily secretion called sebum, which lubricates the body, and the gland plays an important role in the regulation. Sebum has some bactericidal action. Next is sweat gland. They are found deep in the dermis and open at the surface of the skin through minute pores and plays an important role in regulation of body temperature. Next is the mammary glands. They are modified sebaceous glands that produce milk. And there are some other glands present in a rabbit. First one is perineal gland, which is present in the posterior region near the anus, and it is situated in a hairless depression. These glands are modified sebaceous gland and are responsible for the secretion of characteristic odor of rabbit. Next is lacrimal glands. They are associated with the eyes and they secrete tears which help the eyes and eyelids clean and moist. There is meibomi glands which opens into the follicles of eyelashes. Their oily secretions lubricates and keep them soft and flexible. Moreover, there are scent glands in various locations of the body, and the secretion serves to attract members of opposite sex. Wax glands are present in the auditory canals. Their fatty secretion called earwax lubricates and protects the tympanic membrane. Next, coming to the functions of integument, they provide shape, protection, will act as a defense mechanism by the help of some skin derivatives like claws, horns, nails, hooves and so on. And the sweat glands in the integumentary system help to maintain body temperature. Its skin also acts as an excretory organ. It has secretory function by the secretion of sebum and milk from mammary glands. It helps in sexual selection. The color of the integument and various integument structures serves to attract opposite sex. There are numerous nerve endings in the integumentary system and which provide sensations. Skin also acts as a reservoir. Skin is also capable of synthesizing vitamin D in the presence of sunlight. It has some other functions like act as a storage membrane in the storage of subcutaneous fat, absorption, respiration and so on. Thank you.